What's up, everybody? Welcome to rural Wisconsin. We're on ZZ County Road, east of Wausau, and we are in cheese country. I hear people like cheese.
Maybe we could find some cheese.
Yeah, there's nothing like Wisconsin cheese.
I want to try it.
Yeah. Now we have a lot of glare on our screen because, unfortunately, there's these little bugs up here, and my car is just covered the whole grill. Is that corn right there? Look, sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
Yeah, sunflowers. Yep. I have tried doing everything to keep our windshield clean today, and there's no keeping it clean with these bugs. So it's part of the drive, I guess, is dealing with these little buggers. So we are in rural northern Wisconsin. There are some Amish people in some of these rural parts. They're not as common as, let's say, Pennsylvania, I think. But there's Amish people out here. And if we're lucky, we'll see them in some of these country roads. It's not guaranteed. Now, I remember when I first saw the Amish in Wisconsin, it was about this time of day, and I've driven up so many country roads, and I told myself, oh man, I'm not going to be able to see them. It's just, I almost felt like it wasn't going to happen, you know? So much effort put into hoping we saw them, and nothing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this giant horse buggy carriage thing going like 35 miles an hour. I mean, the carriage was huge. It wasn't small. I mean, this was a huge, like, I seen the Amish over in Pennsylvania, and they have these little tiny little buggies. I mean, these things, they were huge. Giant brass chandeliers on both sides because they're still required to have lights on.
In a half mile, turn left.
They're still required to have lights on. Just because you got a horse doesn't mean you don't got to follow the rules of the road. You got to have lights on. So just these gigantic chandeliers made out of brass and stained glass.
Turn left.
I mean, these things were incredible. I mean, I'm talking horse buggies. I mean, horse buggies. I mean, it wasn't some small... Why is the road red? It wasn't some small little buggy looking thing. These things were massive. And again, I apologize for the glare on the screen. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just there's all these little bugs on the here and whatever. Yeah, and I thought because it was late at night already, like, dang, like, we didn't see the Amish. I was so disappointed. But then all of a sudden at night we saw the Amish. I saw them for the first time, and it was incredible. Like, just big, and the horses were big. Two big, wide, strong horses. These were going like 35 miles an hour down the road. These were big horses. But it's interesting, when we're out in Pennsylvania, the Amish down there, they have a little bit more, humble looking equipment. But the ones I met here, I'm like, wow, dude, like, they were some impressive machines. Big horse buggies, big, strong horses. Not what I expected. And their farms were gigantic. I mean, and this was kind of about 65 miles north of Madison, something like that. Just country roads, very similar to this. And there's a lot of deer in Wisconsin. You gotta be really careful with the deer here. Michigan had a lot less deer. Every state has different laws. Here's somebody like walking. He's wearing, the good thing he's wearing is bright orange, hunting equipment. Letting people know, hey, I'm here. Otherwise you wouldn't even see him. That's pretty smart of him to do that. Is it hunting season by any chance? A lot of people walking, believe it or not. That's interesting.
I think it's a little early.
They're building a house right there in a barn. Nice. Oh, these houses are pretty out here. Nice. And you said you went to Wisconsin too at some point before I met you?
Yeah, once.
Family trip?
Yeah. And I was only there for probably an hour or so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. See that barn right there?
Yeah.
That is cool. Look at the size of that barn. Yo, that is what's up right there. I hate that the windshield's dirty. But
Look.
what? Deer. Oh, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful. Good eye.
Yeah.
Good eye. Oh my gosh. Imagine if it ran the other way. I'd have hit it.
It was just standing there.
Yeah, but good eye though. Good eye. I didn't see it. It would have scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
You got it. Good eye. I hadn't seen it. And the deer are big up here. You hit one of these big deers up here, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Good eye. I had not seen it. Still a gas station. I got hit the windshield again. I've cleaned the windshield 10 times today. You can kind of see like it's dirty, but it is what it is. Again, it's part of the experience out here. But yeah, you'll see Amish in some of these Wisconsin back roads. Yeah, buddy. This is prettier here. It was the part of, you know, like the northern part, I thought it would be beautiful, but it's actually been pretty crappy. Starting to see some more decent houses here and there. You hear that turbo whistling. Where are we on now, Katie? We're on County Road JY. I guess they're lettered county roads out here. I love hearing that turbo. Every once in a while, you just hear that turbo whistling. Lots of deer. You gotta pay a lot of attention out here. And they're big deers, man. Like, they're not tiny. You hit one of these deers, I'm telling you, man, you are a total loss right there in your vision. Deer diary jackpot. That's why on these country roads, I like to tailgate somebody at about this distance. Because if there's a deer, they're gonna see it right there. You see it? You see it right there?
Mm-hmm.
You saw the deer? Right there, you saw it?
Mm-hmm.
Right in those trees right there.
Mm-hmm.
I like to tailgate somebody because if the deer are gonna be in front of you, the car in front of you will scare them, and then you won't scare them. It gives you a little bit of a reaction time. You'll see their tails hopping around before you get to them. You gotta pay so much attention out here. This reminds me of Venus, Florida.
Yeah.
What is all that?
They're all ready for Halloween.
Oh, I get you. Oh, I guess, yeah, they went all out. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember it was big in Indiana. So yeah, I like to tailgate somebody like from about the. Look at these barns, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Are those Amish? I don't see any cars outside.
No, I see trucks.
There's also Mennonites out here too, right? Aren't they kind of closely related?
Mennonites have depends on the community of what they have and whatnot.
Okay.
Same for the Amish.
Yeah, I see some cars. I'm not sure if they're out here or not. You can actually look at a map and it'll tell you like what areas have the higher density.
Yeah. I am enjoying what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, it's prettier. It's starting to get prettier. It was kind of the first part of this drive was pretty crappy. There wasn't much. Corner here.
Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah, that house is pretty. It's starting to be prettier houses. 45. I'm gonna tailgate this car pretty good. There we go. Look at these barns. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about these barn dog. Look at these barn dog. Barn dog. Usually these big barns are almost always Amish because they like to really store stuff and all that. It's a very agricultural thing to do. Are you in town now? What's it called?
Hey,
Huh? So they're building new houses here?
Hallie.
That's not. So they're building a new house where
Hatley.
they're Hatley. They're building new houses.
We're in Hatley, Wisconsin.
Hatley.
Mm-hmm.
Hallie, how you doing?
Hatley.
Hatley, Wisconsin. Ask. Okay. People playing basketball right there. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see people doing. It sounds like out the way. Oh my gosh! It's only one letter away from being out the way. But it's how. Hatley.
Hatley.
Wow. One letter away from being out the way, which is a small town in Cuba my family's from. Out the way, come away, Cuba. I'm totally gonna tailgate this vehicle. If there's a deer, he gonna hit it. Or at least he's gonna scare them. County J, County Highway J, County Highway Y, County Highway J, and YS. Okay, what do we do here? Oh, he's turning that way, keep going. So this is like an expressway finally? But I guess it's not ours. Okay. Yeah, it's really a long distance today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta get there.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get there. It's gonna be a long drive, but we gotta get there. We gotta make it happen. I mean, the first half of our trip, I guess we could live stream if we're just gonna take long shots across highways. Animal on the field, what is it?
Deer.
Deer. Is it a big one, huh?
Yeah. There's lots of animals here.
Dude, that turbo sounds so sweet when it's just. I love it, bro. You know you can get like stuff to make it sound louder, but I don't think I want to hear it louder.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You can get a valve that releases the pressure all at once instead of slowly, and then your car will. But that's kind of stupid, right?
Yeah.
I need you to perform that for me. That's pretty stupid, right? Like if you're asking, if you're asking, you pretty much answered your own question there, buddy. Well, every state's got different laws for hunting. Oh my gosh, you can hear that turbo. Is it louder if the temperature's colder? I don't know when it goes. I would love to understand how a turbo works better. I think it grabs the heat out of your exhaust and it sends it back into the engine so that the engine works at a higher temperature, which in turn equals better efficiency. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. Never looked into it. Turbos are usually a pain in the butt, but the thing about GMC is they got that Duramax engine and they've been doing turbos for a while, so it's not like GMC's new at the turbo game. And I've never heard trouble with GMC turbos. Now Ford turbos, especially on those diesel 7.3s and all that, pure garbage. The other field's covered. 1,500. Problem is, it's probably a rust bucket up here. Well, at any moment, now we'll hit a deer, and the video will be over drastically. Just the chances of us hitting a deer today are high.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Alabama so much.
Yeah.
I feel like we're driving through Deansville or something. Frank Sinatra nunca ha usado una bata italiano mexicano spaghetti y salami pepperoni y Ferrari Lamborghini, Stramboli, sottovoce, napolitano, spaghetti Pizzeria Italiana. Macaroni delivery. That's all I got. That's all I got right there, man. I gave it my heart, really.
You did.
This feels so much like Alabama, like by the Eastville Highway.
Yeah.
Is the GPS like lost? We can go to Dunray. Dun,
He knows where it's
dun,
going.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. This is kind of pretty. Oh my gosh, this is so similar to Alabama. Wow. Look at this lake. Woohoo! Pretty. Swampy. Wow. This is so similar to Alabama. Unbelievable. This area is a little intimidating. I feel like we're in Alabama, but we're in Wisconsin. I feel like a hooded man could pop up at any moment. Give me a disruption. Yeah, this is like way the crap out of where we were. Yeah, this is like Alabama out here, bro. If you told me I was in Alabama right now, it would take me like 3 hours to figure out it wasn't Alabama. Because it looks like Alabama.
Yeah. I want to go in Indiana.
Do you have family in Kentucky and Indiana?
Only, yeah, I have family in both places.
I would really need, I need to hook up with the one in Kentucky. Just so
I
we can
don't
make
know
some
anybody in
alliances. We need to make some alliances in Kentucky.
I don't know anybody.
Well, isn't there a trailer park named after your family? Okay, that's country right there. But see the thing, you wouldn't see that in Alabama. Somebody hauling a tractor. Oh,
Yeah, don't you think it'd be a little weird for someone to show up and be like, well, we're distantly related?
No, it's not. Not in a small town like that. Last time you went there, didn't they take you to all the cemeteries in town?
Yes, one person did.
Okay, and then they understand like you're from there. Like, dude, you know how boring life is in those little towns?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll be excited to hang me. Like, a Cuban? Why didn't you say so? Let's get the party started. No, but for real though, like they'll be excited. Like, trust me. Like, I've been in rural Kentucky. I have friends. When I lived in Louisville, we used to go to rural Kentucky all the time. And trust me, they will be excited as crap. Like, they'll throw like roast a pig or something for us.
That didn't happen.
I'm telling you, like when we used to go to Kentucky, like we used to go to Kentucky to buy pigs up in the mountains from like these hillbillies, and they were so happy when we went there because their life in those like little towns, bro, it's like really boring. You know what I mean? It's like there's not a lot going on. So you come into town, it's like an exciting thing. Like they'll take you into the trailer park your family name is named after.
If I go to any random cemetery,
You'll find. Let's do it. Let's explore.
okay.
Let's go to the town you're from again. We went to the place we grew up in Michigan. Let's go to the town where your family's buried in Kentucky.
Actually, what would probably be more cool that you would enjoy, is in Indiana. There is a restaurant that my great-grandfather owned.
There you go. Bungies, yeah. I'm saying, like, we could get out there and we could probably meet some of your distant cousins and see if they want to buy the stuff.
What? We can go there. I mean,
If you got some F-head cousins in Kentucky, I want to meet them. Just playing. No, but for real, like, if you have family in Kentucky,
yeah.
yeah. crap, maybe they'll have a house for sale for like $20,000 and they like us. And we could. I'm telling you, that's how you do it, bro. Like quite literally, if you showed up to my family's family in Cuba, and you're like, man, we got deported from America or something, you know, like we want to like move back over here, they'd find you a property and get you a job running moonshine or something. Yeah, we should totally go meet your family. Dude, this is the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
This is creepier than Alabama.
I like the houses though.
I don't like anything. I want to get on the interstate and get out of here. This is creepy.
Well, we're getting closer, so.
There's like nobody out. This is the type of place where like somebody comes up to get their mail with a shotgun. This is far out. Now, I will tell you something about your cousins in Kentucky. You're already married to me, okay?
What's wrong with you?
I gotta be able to trust you with this, okay? If they find out you're a distant cousin, I'm gonna have to fight for you. Hey, we got a distant cousin come over, oh, she's mine. Alright, I gotta stop with the Kentucky jokes. No, but for real, we should really go meet them. I'm more excited about meeting the ones in Kentucky than Indiana, just so you know.
I know.
It sounds more exciting. I like rural Kentucky. We did a lot of stuff in rural. Just like you got memories in all these rural Michigan places, I got memories in all rural Kentucky places, man. I got places I can take you over there. Places that look just like this. Well, Hillier. Small little house, the Commodore. Where's Manure? It's small Manure.
Yeah.
How is that refreshing? You can tell we're city people. We smell Commodore, like, oh, fresh air. You can smell it. Either that or you farted. You farted?
Manure.
This is creepy. We haven't seen anybody in like 5 minutes. Sleepy little towns. No bonfires. Nobody burning a couch on the front yard.
Well, like, it's Monday night. They just had their dinner. Now they're watching TV.
True that. Dude, this place looks so much like Alabama. It creeps me out.
They aren't you. They don't have their dinner and then go outside to burn things on a random weeknight.
That was the fun thing about Alabama. Burning stuff. Burning. I think the most backwards thing I ever burned was a TV. I never used to burn tires, but I could never get myself around to do that. I never burned tires. I think the most backwards things I actually enjoyed burning TVs. They burn really well. I don't know about the big square ones, but the flat screen TVs, oh, they burn beautiful. It's like a rainbow of color. It's touching. Now, these look like Amish people here. Look how much stuff they got. Have you seen any cars?
I thought.
They got propane. I see propane. Probably can't have propane. I think a TV is probably the most backwards thing. I actually enjoy burning the flat screen TVs. Man, they burn sweet. They burn long. They'll burn for 2 hours. It's like a rainbow of blues and greens and yellows and reds. And then the capacitors start to blow up, and I burned one. Remember the one that I burned that sounded like it had bullets in it? When the capacitors were starting to blow up. Pew, 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 pew.
You scared people?
Yeah, they thought I was shooting. And that's after we got the fence, so like they thought we were shooting at the fire pit. But it was just really the capacitors inside the flat screen TV.
Yeah.
They burned pretty. I remember one time I had this giant tractor tire that somebody See how they do burnouts right there on the ground? I had this giant tractor tire. I mean, like gigantic, like 3 people tall. Didn't want that. It was big. And I put it on Craigslist for $20. Somebody will buy it.
In a half mile, turn left.
No, really, like somebody would buy it eventually.
Yeah.
And well, turns out, sure enough, my neighbor comes over. He's like, "Dang, let me take that damn." I'm like, bro, what are you gonna do with it? Oh, they're gonna burn that thing right there, man. They're burning that. Man, tell you what, get that thing right there, burn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, man. I'm like, I love you, hillbilly, but I can't do this for you.
Turn left.
I was like, I got it on the internet for $20. And sure enough, a Korean guy came and bought it off me to work out. He was flipping it. I got $20 for it. But what I found interesting was that my neighbor wanted this tire for free. I mean, usually it's a pain in the butt to get rid of these things. He was like, "Come on, man, burn it, dog. Burn it." I'm like, how many days is this tire gonna burn for? He's like, "Man, 2 or 3 days." I'm like, I'm not about to sit here. Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and smell a tire burning for 3 days, bro. Like, that's. I was like, I'll get you some smaller tires. So, eventually I rented some smaller tires, and I gave them to him. Sure enough, he burned them. He likes to burn stuff. But I wasn't going to give him a giant tractor tire that would burn for 2 or 3 days. Are you kidding me? He'd be smelling burnt tire for 3 days.
Yeah.
Look at that house. That's the first really nice house I've seen up here.
That's the houses I like.
Yeah. And they build a lot of houses that big. See, they got the deer sign?
Yeah.
They're warning you that there's a lot of deer. You gotta slow it down. They build houses like that in Alabama everywhere. But these people here, they don't build houses like that. In Alabama, they will build some big houses out in the woods. Texas will too, man. Like in Texas, I don't know if they're speculative. Like, they build houses like, couldn't believe how big some of those houses in Texas were. They're building like literally in the middle of nowhere. Bro, I thought we would be on a highway by now. We've been driving for 150 miles of nothing but back roads. We still haven't gone on a highway. Unbelievable. We're just now 2 hours from Madison. Means I gotta drive for 1 more hour, and then look at these people blowing donuts and stuff in this car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the camera on because I know we can hit a deer. That'd be an awesome video. Deer versus new Silverado.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Is that a bus? A city bus?
Turn right.
Bro, we have literally been driving for 30 minutes since we started recording. Not a single highway yet. I hope we're making ground. We're still
We've made a lot of ground.
We're still 120 miles from Madison. It says less than 2 hours, but I'm not gonna go 60 miles an hour right here. I feel like we're gonna hit a deer if I go any faster. I'm only going 50 and I feel like I'm going too fast. This is definitely deer territory. Put the windows down and stuff. It's cold out there too. Oh, it's cold. Like, you gotta have a sweater be outside right now. It's weird because in Florida it was 90 degrees today.
Yeah.
74 is the low, 90 is the high. Guys, 30 minutes of rural Wisconsin, middle of freaking nowhere. Driving back towards Florida. Heading south.